Hello. I'm hoping this is working this time. I've had some technical difficulties that I was contending with. So I wanted to welcome all of you back to the latest episode of So Get This. My name is Jody Zulueta, also known as Eldwin of Eldwin's Fantasy. I design jewelry inspired by the show Supernatural. A lot of exciting things going on tonight. For one, well, we're going to be talking a lot about what our favorite episodes are this episode. And that came up because that's a question that's always asked of me when I go to a convention. A lot of fans approach me saying, so what was your favorite episode? Because I have so many pieces that represent so many different episodes, including quotes and whatnot. So I wanted to get the conversation started there. Plus, I also have a piece of jewelry that I'm going to be debuting for the first time ever here on this show, dedicated to Dark Charlie, that you will have an opportunity to win at the end of the show. And so that you'll be able to win that with a trivia question at the end. And I also have some pretty cool announcements. We are going to have some awesome guests lined up for the next couple of weeks. So I will be announcing that shortly. So I can see the chat window this time. I'm hoping everything else is going okay. So let's start talking about your favorite episodes and why. For me, yeah, I had a fan come up to me at a convention saying, okay, you have to tell me what your favorite episode is, and you can only name one. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm able to narrow it down to two. And the reason being, there's just so, how could you pick one? I mean, there's so many different types of episodes. There are the episodes from, the first, couple of seasons where it was more like, the road trip kind of thing. And then as the story became more intricate and they started exploring, more comedic roots and then more deeper, involved stories. Oh, I see people coming in. Hi, everybody. Good to hear you, see you. So I was able to narrow it down for myself for two episodes that I am, in love with. And the first one has to be a funny one because, it has to be. So my favorite funny one, oh God, no, there's actually two. I know this stinks. Okay. So my favorite two are Yellow Fever because, Yellow Fever. Come on, Dean being afraid of a little poodle. Screaming like a girl, that was just awesome. Or there was also Changing Channels, which I think everybody will agree with me is one of the most epic. Somebody wrote they love my hair. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, Changing Channels was, that was awesome. And then my other favorite, for a completely different reason, was, I think, Swan Song, which actually one of our viewers wrote about a few weeks ago, that particular, Yellow Fever, I'm seeing some Yellow Fever, that's awesome. Someone had written in a few weeks ago that Swan Song was the episode that made them change their relationship with their sister. They actually contacted their sister just because of that one episode. Yeah, and I, the more I thought about that episode, the more I realized that episode kind of just really, up until that point, really epitomized the relationship between Sam and Dean, and how, I mean, there was just nothing that could articulate it better than that episode. Ooh, I see Kanga is here. Hi, Kanga. Ooh, Swan Song and a frowny face. Yeah, I cried a lot too. Yeah, it was a tearjerker, and the more, Dean is just taking punch after punch after punch, and all he kept saying is, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I mean, I remember, I think Jensen had even said that his own brother had trouble watching that because he saw, you know, Jensen in character and what it was doing to him. Okay, I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. Pardon the glare. I'm having trouble reading some of these awesome comments. After school special, of course. Yeah, that one was fantastic too. Tell us what you liked, Josie. Tell me what you liked about after school special. That was really cool. Yeah, Swan Song. A lot of people are saying Swan Song. So tell us about after school special. Anybody else feel that way about that one? And what about it? Same thing with, you know, did anybody else think changing channels was awesome? Because I loved it. It just kind of just took these guys through, you know, every possible television genre, even, you know, genital herpes commercial. I mean, who else could do that? No one else could do that. And I just want to give a huge shout out to Kanga. Hey, baby, I see you. I see your words anyway. Before we go even further, I wanted to give a huge shout out to our friends at Winchester Brothers on Twitter. They are at Winchester BROS. They are amazing. And let's not forget Insticator_INC. We love them. Please go follow them. Oh, you love my glasses? Oh, thank you. Fan fiction. Oh, that was interesting too. Oh, your husband can hear me, Kesley. Oh, wow. Yeah, the sitcom intro was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That was like a throwback to my childhood too. It was great. Anybody else have anything different than what we've come up with? Oh, don't forget the episode with the rabbit food. Oh, you're gonna kill me because I kind of sort of know what you're talking about, but can't quite pinpoint it. Which is the episode with the rabbit food? Anybody? Help me. Help me. Oh, changing channels is the favorite funny episode. Yeah, yeah. But you know what else? How about Mystery Spot? How about Mystery Spot? And, you know, I mean, the common denominator here is, of course, Gabriel / the trickster / Loki. Bobby's last episode, Josie wrote in Bobby's last episode, that was heart-wrenching. Heart-wrenching. I just looked, my jaw was hanging open. I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think that was going to happen. Oh, and you listened to the soundtrack to fan fiction on the way home. I was blasting Carry On, but not the fan fiction version. Season 3. Oh, okay, so the rabbit food episode was season 3. I have no idea what it was called. Yeah, where the burgers were. Oh, Dick Roman. That was a Dick Roman thing. Mystery Spot is sad. Well, you know what though? I mean, it was sad for Sam, but I mean, you know, I have no problem watching Dean lip sync Heat of the Moment. That was fine with me. So Mystery Spot was sad to a degree. Well, not to a degree. I mean, Dean died like 100 times, but I guess it's just really interesting to see all of these. Oh, Bad Day at Black Rock. Of course. How could we forget that? Yeah, my kids my kids love that episode, but they like it even more now because they've become Walking Dead fans. So they kind of tie into, oh, look, it's Maggie. Maggie shooting Dean. It was a great episode. I fully agree. I think that Supernatural has done such a tremendous job with comedy. They take it to a whole other level and still keep it relevant. They keep it where it makes sense for the characters. I lost my shoe. I'm Batman. I had a pair of earrings that I made like that. One was I lost my shoe. The other one was I'm Batman. It was pretty funny. So any other episodes that we can think of? I mean, I know we're kind of sticking to, you know, the the big standout episodes, but were there any that kind of were like unsung? A Very Supernatural Christmas, yes. Last week's episode was very good too. That's a good segue. Last week's episode, Dark Charlie. Okay, so may I have a drum roll, please? I have a new piece that I designed that will be given away at the end of this show. It is called Charlie's Darkness, and this is it. It is not black. I know it looks black in the camera. It's like a very dark midnight blue with a skull and a key. And I chose to include a key because my other piece, The Genius of Charlie Bradbury, also has a key, and I wanted this piece to represent the dichotomy between Charlie and Dark Charlie. And I think that this captured it. I hope you like it. So one lucky person will win this necklace at the end of this episode. We will have a trivia question. Haven't figured out what the trivia question is yet, but we'll get there. What other, let's see, did anybody, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Michelle Reuter 353 says that, damn, it's beautiful. It paused. And I didn't touch anything. I don't think I did. Midnight blue. Yeah, it's a midnight blue. Even though it's very hard to see in this lighting, it's a piece of art glass. And again, I just really wanted to capture the side of Charlie that, you know, we were just revealed last week. Thank you so much for the compliments, guys. I really, really appreciate it. So someone mentioned, I'm just going to scroll up for a minute because I missed a couple of suggestions for episodes. Tall Tales. Which one is Tall Tales? I have no idea. Oh, does that make me a bad fan? I don't know. Okay, so what else? I mean, you know, like I was saying earlier, there are so many standout episodes that jump to mind, but are there any that kind of flew under the radar but had really poignant moments that stood out to you? Oh, you're from Germany, Michelle Reuter. Thank you. Love to you too. I'm so honored that you're watching from Germany. That's awesome. Wow, I'm honored. So I'm trying to think of some episodes that maybe were not those big high-profile episodes. The first episode with Gabriel. Oh yeah, completely. They were, everybody was getting their just desserts. Oh, is that what? Oh, that's what Tall Tales was. Yeah, I got you now. It takes me a while to catch up. Yeah, everybody's saying the one with the trickster. Thank you, because yeah, I am absolutely horrible with titles. Wow, so let's keep thinking about that. And in the meantime, yeah, the one with the aliens and the alligator. The alligator was hilarious. That whole, the fact that they included that was really cool. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to announce some upcoming very special guests that I have lined up for future episodes. So next week, we will have the one and only Sheriff Donna, who is the lovely actress Brianna Buckmaster. Very honored, very excited. She will be here next week. And then the following week, we will have Samantha Smith, who plays Mary Winchester. I am floored that these women are taking time out of their incredibly busy schedules to actually come and spend some time with us here. And so they will be available for you to ask questions. And I'm very excited about that. And I have some other potential guests lined up. We're kind of ironing out some details on that, so stay tuned. Okay, let's go back to the French mistake. The French mistake, of course. Misha. Yeah, that was epic. Absolutely epic. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I can see that you guys are a little excited about some guests that I got lined up. So am I. So am I. I mean, how cool is this going to be? Yeah. Oh, Kanga, you mentioned the episode about where Dean is caught by the djinn. Oh, that's heartbreaking because, yeah, you're right. I mean, his mom was alive in that dream like state he was in. Jess was alive. The first one is Donna. Yes, Kanga. The first guest is going to be Sheriff Donna next week, next Tuesday night. Brianna Buckmaster will be here, and I just got to get clearance on whether or not we're allowed to curse on this show. Yeah, because if anybody reads her tweets, I've got a filter on right now. We're going to see if we will need to tighten that filter up a little bit for next week. Very exciting. Anybody else have any episodes? How about quotes? Any good quotes? I have so many. I can't even begin to articulate the number of quotes that flow through my head. I actually cannot watch an episode without having my phone handy, and I have Notepad open, and I am just like, oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's another good one. And I keep typing them down because they're epic. I mean, this is the most quotable show. I mean, it has everything from great one-liners to, a little exchange to everything, to something extremely profound. I mean, and these are always things that you can't even, unless you're a Supernatural fan, they're completely. Maria wrote, "Can you get Jody Mills?" She's actually one of the guests that we're working on scheduling. She already said yes. It's just a matter of when. Okay, and that much I could say. And I'm sorry, Kim Rhodes, if I'm putting you on the spot. She is definitely going to be on the show at some point. Don't know when yet. As we all know, she's an incredibly busy woman, as are all of my guests. Kim's working on that. So very excited to tell you that. And I can't tell you the names of anybody else until it's final. Yeah. But I can guarantee you're going to be pleased. What I am trying to line up so far is a series of badass women. Got 2 back-to-back badass women coming in, definitely. When Kim Rhodes is available, she'll be another badass guest. So we'll just take it from there. Yeah, so let's get back to some quotes. Think about some good, Sheriff Donna quotes. Think about some good Mayor Winchester quotes. Kim is freaking awesome, Michelle. I absolutely agree with you on that. There is nothing. I mean, she's like a superwoman to me. All of these guests that I got lined up they're incredible, inspiring women that are just unapologetic for who they are. They're in your face, and I love it. So Kanga wrote, she was a little bummed with last week when Charlie said you have something Kane didn't. It's because you're a Winchester. I really think she should have said you have us. And Kim Rhodes cusses a lot. Oh, yeah, we all do. I was looking at pictures of Kim Rhodes from Houston Con, and her shirt said something like, "I swear a lot. I'm sorry. I'll try to change. Bleep you," or something like that. And that shirt, I think, was made for me. My father likes to tell me I was born wearing a sailor suit. So Kanga had a photo op with Kim, and that's awesome. She is very nice. She's always very real to the fans, down to earth. She genuinely cares about the fans, and that's one of the million things that just ups her awesomeness, right? Hey, what other guests would you like to see? And we'll see if we can make that happen. Ooh, driver picks the music. Shotgun shuts his cake hole. Yeah, of course. And again, I had earrings that said that. One was driver picks the music. The other one was shotgun shuts his cake hole. I also made, someone wanted that for their rearview mirror, so I kind of made something that said that hanging down from the rearview mirror, which was pretty neat. It's just the most quotable show ever, 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 ever. I am trying to think of a really good trivia question so that I can give away Dark Charlie. Anybody want to take a look at Dark Charlie again? Here we go. Here's Dark Charlie. Again, it's a midnight blue color, which does not come across very well on camera. I feel like I'm on QVC. I just don't have manicured nails to, you know. But yeah, so this is Dark Charlie, and she will be given away in approximately 8 minutes. Oh, Felicia Day. Oh my goodness. Yes, I need Felicia Day on this show. Yeah. Oh, Kanga has a quote, "This whistle makes me their god." Absolutely. And Osric, thank you for the suggestions. We'll see if we can make those things happen. We'll see. Oh, thank you, Destiny's Dream. You wrote amazing. I hope you meant about the piece. I think that's what you meant. So, wow. Thank you. Thank you all. So let's have some more quotes coming our way. Anybody have a quote from, let's see how far back we can go. Oh, Felicia was awesome last week. Are you talking about at Houston Con? Did you go to Houston Con? Because I would have loved to have gone, but I was not able to, unfortunately. I will be going to Vegas Con, though. Anybody here going to, you betrayed me? No one in the history of torture has been tortured with the torture like the torture you'll be tortured with. That's just like perfect. Misha Collins. Mrs. Comatose asked me to get Misha Collins. I wish I could make that happen. I don't know. I could try. I don't know. I remember someone had approached me at a convention and asked me if I could stamp "No one in the history of torture has been tortured with the torture you'll be tortured with" onto a bracelet. And if anybody has ever seen my work, you know, most of my quotes are on a 2-inch oval, like yay big. I don't think this no. No, I would go blind even thinking of trying to find a font small enough to fit that. Oh, okay. Destiny's Dream wrote that she's hoping to go to TorCon in October. Well, I'll definitely be there. Felicia was not at Houston Con. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, we are getting closer and closer to the time where we're going to be giving away the necklace. So get your supernatural trivia brains going. Oh, another good quote, "As fate would have it, I adopted 2 boys and they grew up great. They grew up heroes." Very, very cool. Very, very cool. A Bobby quote is always a great quote. Wow. Okay, so anything else? Any other? Asylum, where? So tell me, what is Asylum? I've heard of it. Is that the one that's in Europe? Because I would kill to go to one of those. That would be incredible. So Michelle, I guess that makes sense for you because you're in Germany, right? So you would see them in Asylum. Okay, I am going to roll out the trivia question for a chance to win The Darkness in Charlie, being debuted for the first time ever here on So Get This. This is not in my shop yet. You're seeing it for the first time. Okay, and the trivia question is, name the 2 times boop was in an episode of Supernatural. There were 2 occurrences of someone going boop. You need to have both occurrences correct in order to win. So the first person to come in with the 2 correct people who did the booping and to whom they booped will get this necklace. All right. And I'm going to put my email address here because the winner is going to need to email me their information so that I can mail them the necklace. In the meantime, we have some more great quotes coming in. Michelle is also saying, okay, that Asylum happens in Birmingham, England, and Jared, Jensen, and Misha, and everyone's there. That's awesome. That's so exciting. And I know you're going to have a great time. If you've never been to a Supernatural convention, you are in for a treat. I don't know if they do anything differently in Europe than they do here at the creation conventions in the States, but if they at least are on par with that, oh, are you going to have fun? Okay, they ate my tailor. Yeah. Okay, so now Mrs. Comatose wrote Misha with Kevin and Sam with Dean. No, not Misha. Misha, also known as Castiel, with Kevin and Sam and Dean. Sam did it to Dean. Okay, so Tanya came in with the correct answer. I cannot give it to Mrs. Comatose because I'm sorry, it wasn't Misha, it was Cass. Oh wait, no. Ooh, I made a mistake. Michelle, I apologize. Michelle came right in after Mrs. Comatose and wrote Sam with Dean and Cass with Kevin. So I apologize, but Michelle, you are the winner. You have won The Darkness in Charlie. So congratulations. You have my email address. Please email me right away and I will be going to the post office. For those of you who win jewelry from me, I go to the post office about once a week. So it will take about a week and a half or so before you get a piece that I send out. So again, let's give Michelle a huge round of applause. Congratulations, and thank you to everyone who played. Yeah, very exciting. And there will be another opportunity next week to win a piece. You know, we'll see how we can get Brianna Buckmaster in there to do the giveaway for us. I'll figure out a way of tying her into it somehow. So yeah, just a reminder, Brianna Buckmaster next week. And then the following week, it will be Samantha Smith. So how awesome is that? Are you as excited as I am? Because I'm giddy. I literally did jumps. Like I was losing my mind in the living room. My kids wanted to disown me. So we're almost out of time. I want to thank everybody for the great chats. You guys came up with some really great episodes, some great memories. And I just wanted to send another shout out. Please follow at Winchester Brothers on Twitter. They're at Winchester BROS, and Insticator, which is at Insticator INSTICATOR_INC, who are my lovely hosts. So please give them a follow, you know, and keep coming back to Insticator.com to view all of these great chats with all of these experts and fans and everything. Wow, Kanga's still coming up with more episodes. Oh, Tanya, thank you. This is fun for me too. I appreciate that. Well, thank you. We are actually done and we're out of time. So I'm going to go pop some corn and get ready for Supernatural tonight. Enjoy, everybody. Good night.